Hey everyone, Chuck here. Continuing on in the area of sales and operations planning, we're going to look at resource planning and how we use the resource plan to evaluate whether or not the sales and operations planning is doable. So let me share screen here. We'll bring up our whiteboard here again. So what we're doing is we're taking the production plan, which we talked about before, and let's say we're building 100 a month for 12 months. Okay, so we're going to build 1,200 total. What we're doing at the production plan is we're taking this 100 a month or 1,200 total, and we're passing it over to the capacity side of the conversation, which is resource planning. And resource planning, if it had a personality, is kind of saying, "Ooh, nice plan if you got the resources to do it." And the production plan says, "I don't know, that's your job." And so resource planning comes back and says, "All right, got a question for you. We're looking at overall volumes of 1,200, total, or 100, units per month. What is the critical resource? So what would be that resource that would shut you down long term and hamstring the business? So it could be hours, could be, labor hours, machine hours, could be space, could be forklift time, could be, anything, could be financial. So what is that average quantity per? And I say average and emphasize it on purpose because we don't have specific part numbers at this level. We just got volumes. And so, let me come back here a second. So best we can do is a guess. So let's say it's labor hours. Okay. And it's 2 hours per unit on average. So pretty straightforward. We go over to the left here. I'm just going to do this visually also. We're going to try and make 100 units a month times on average 2 hours per. We need, of course, 200 hours. So period by period for the 12 months, we need 200 hours. So based on that critical resource, we contact the supplier of that critical resource and say, "Hey, can you provide 200 a month?" And they're either going to come back with a yes or a no. So if they say yes, we validate the plan. We're good to go. And what that means then at that point, we've got enough capacity. We make sure we have enough of that critical resource, and then we've got a plan we can deal with. If they come back and say, "Oh, we can only do 160 a month," then we got a problem. Okay, we're going to be unable to meet the plan here. And so if you think about it, then our choices are what? Either we have to find more resources, 160 goes up, or we're going to have to build less than 100 a month. If we stayed at 160, we could only do 80 units times 2 hours per 160, or we'd have to push out some stuff. But we have to get this back in balance. And so what it means then is if this is valid, we have enough hours for this, then we're capable of meeting the plan. If not, we're going to fail to deliver on time and within cost parameters to our customers. And so validating the plan via resource planning says, as a whole, do we have enough resources to cover the criticals? And we only look at the criticals because we assume the other ones can be taken care of.